fitting an under dash brake booster from RRS. That enables us to fit this engine in this engine bay because it gives us more room. And Matthew's going to show us how it's done.
This is an RRS right-hand drive under dash brake booster assembly to suit either four-wheel disc or disc-only front. This is a standard drum brake 67-68 Mustang pedal tower or pedal box assembly. On a disc brake assembly, they have a very large booster, same size master cylinder. It's impossible to fit any of those things, whether it be drum brake or a disc brake master cylinder assembly, when you're fitting a modular motor to whether it be a vintage Mustang or an early vintage Falcon. The unique features of an RRS under dash brake booster is one, the bell crank that actually changes fore and aft motion to a sideways motion. There's a lot more involved in this than first meets the eye. Because we're able to put a bell crank system into it, we're able to manipulate the pedal ratio. In other words, the leverage applied by the pedal. This means we can downsize the booster and still maintain a good feeling brake pedal that is highly effective and a good balance of modulation on the brake pedal. Other unique features are a bolt-on bracket on the front to be able to adapt it to the dashboard. On the other end, an adapter to be able to mount it in the original firewall location. This means that this effectively is a straight bolting. It's also machined in such a way that it uses a remote fill fluid reservoir. So that way you don't have to fiddle around underneath the dashboard to fill your master cylinder for bleeding and adjusting your brakes. Other unique features to do with this system is its versatility for left-hand or right-hand drive configuration. Also that we have an option of a manual transmission setup that has a clutch master cylinder underneath the dashboard and a clutch pedal incorporated into the system. But right now what we'll do is we'll take you through an installation of this unit. Now, prior to installation, some things have to be checked or considered for clearance and ease of fitment of the under dash RRS brake booster assembly. This is an RRS aftermarket right-hand drive lower cowl panel and an RRS right-hand drive firewall panel. This is basically where the booster and master cylinder sits. So prior to installation, one of the obstacles that, because clearance is a premium in an under dash assembly, is the removal of the original air vent. It's worthwhile considering at this time whether you're going to put a custom air vent in or just blank off the unit. And there's a number of options that you can choose to blank off that air vent. You can either screw a flat panel on, or you can make a removable panel like we've made here. This will be available soon. Clearance is of a premium underneath the dash. It's very important to consider that whether the conversion has been performed accurately or in some other manner, that the firewall location is correct. You may have to also put some additional clearance into the lower cowl area to clear the master cylinder to get correct mounting locations. On some applications, some clearancing may be required here with a careful dolly action in this area depending on how the conversion has been performed. It's very important that there is enough adequate clearance between the cowl vent panel and the booster master cylinder. Also, you may find that you have to remove some wiring for clearance and ease of fitment. Also, the original pedal tower has to be removed. RRS supplies a dashboard mount. This bolts up to where the original steering column U-clamp mounts. On the other end of the booster master cylinder, through bolts go through the firewall into the rear mounting face. And that's what holds the whole thing into the vehicle. Let's put it in.
automotive evolution, we turn muscle cars into supercars. Don't we, Johnny?
That's right.